Okay, now let's take a look at the data from the AIM solo lap timer. So in this race over here are the times. Here's the opening lap, this 111. This is the second lap, third lap, and then the fourth lap. So here we can see the track map going into turn 2, and obviously right around this portion of the track is where the rear went out, and obviously the bike went off into the grass. So if we look at this data trace, this is speed versus distance. This is approximately the area where the rear went out. So I'm trying to figure out what's different about this lap than the other laps. So we'll just march along. So if we look at the opening lap, obviously the speeds are a little bit slower. Obviously, I'm going through a little faster through turn 2 on the fourth lap versus the opening lap. So let's not really worry about that. Okay, so now the second and third lap is really where coming into the true race pace. So we look at the differences between lap 2 and lap 4. Actually, interesting. Well, I mean, looks like at that point in time, actually on the second lap, I was doing 1 mile per hour faster than lap 4. Another thing we look at, and let's look at lap 3, which was at that time was the best lap of the race, and actually which is in blue. And actually at that point, I was actually doing 1 mile per hour slower. So this is kind of interesting. So at that point in time, the speed where the rear went out is actually just straddled by laps 2 and 3. Let me change this to green, or this bluish color. So we can see the speed is right within the range of those other 2 laps. So maybe if we look at the track map a little bit, the only other thing I can see is that going in here on that fourth lap, that I had taken a slightly wider line. So we can actually see, ignore this pink line. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. But here we can see laps 2 and 3 are pretty much right on top of each other. That's on the inside. And lap 4, the lap where it kind of went off, it's definitely going a little bit wider. And then for whatever reason, that's about the only difference I can see between what happened between laps 4 and the 2 previous laps. The speed is identical, essentially. 45, 46, 47 miles an hour. It's just a slightly different line for whatever reason that caused the difference, and the rear tire, lost traction.